Hey, we are here with one of our newest segments with our friend Kenny Roda at WHBC in Canton. We are doing Rippin with Roda, where we open some packs and we just kind of talk about what's going on, what's in the packs. So we'll go start right away, and we'll bring Kenny in, and we'll just start at it.
Greeny, I have not been to your man cave there or your office or whatever that. I'm blown away
Yeah,
at that wide shot. I'm looking at everything in the background. I was distracted, like squirrel moment, and it's like, holy cow, I need me one of those rooms for all the
yeah,
stuff that I have scattered throughout my apartment.
yeah. It's kind of cool stuff. You know, back here we get our posters signed at some of the shows that we do.
Right?
Great Lakes Collectors Convention. We like to have all the vendors sign them or personalities that come, and then on the other side are some jerseys that we have. Sincere Carey, who played at Kent State and at Solon High School. That jersey's actually from an NCAA tournament game that he played in, and he gave us that jersey. So pretty cool stuff. Um, 29, it was actually Eric Turner
ET.
after Hanford Dixon. And then the other one is Tom Darden, who played in the early years and coincidentally has the same birthday as my dad, and they keep in touch every year. So pretty
That
neat.
was just recently, right? Your dad just had a
Yeah,
birthday.
the
Well,
28th. Yeah,
happy birthday, Dad.
yeah. So very good. So yeah, we're going to start our segment here, ripping with Rhoda. We both purchased the Cooper Flag Tops Now cards, and Haley can bring that up from Tops. I think they were 10 or $11 a card from Tops, and you had a chance to get autographs or 101s or low numbered. I believe the 101 was hit. I
Not
don't
by,
know that autograph was hit. I think just the base one
okay.
without the autograph. So who knows? I haven't even opened my package yet, but I know you opened your envelope, but you didn't open your pack.
Right. No,
So
I've got this, and I'm curious to see. I've never done something like this. I'm used to opening stuff like this, Greeny, right?
yeah,
Full, and you're ripping. We're going to do that a little later, ripping with the roadmap. But this time, this is a first for me to do something like this. And I told you way back
yeah,
when the NCAA tournament was going on, I said, look, I think Cooper Flagg's going to be, the closest thing to Wemby and maybe LeBron, considering the hype and coming into the NBA. I said, let me know whenever they're doing something with it because I want to get Cooper Flagg rookies to see if I
sure.
can get the holy grail, if you will. And so you told me about this, and we decided both of us. I only got 5. How many did you get?
I only got 5 as well.
Okay.
So we have a 1 in 5 chance of getting a good card. I
Okay.
believe the base cards are worth less than what we paid because
Probably.
Haley, you pull that thing up again, the advertisement. So if you look at the top, Cooper Flag, Tops Now, basketball card D1, PR means print run. So
Okay.
123,650 of these cards were purchased and made. So it's not short printed, the base card, but the parallels are what they are. If it's number to 5 or number to 10, or let's hope we get a 101. Or I think the autographs are redemptions.
Oh,
So you,
okay.
you never know. Now, I, I know for you, this is not a traditional pack. We'll
Right.
open this up, then there'll be a little case in there. And in that case, there'll be 5 cards. So it's
Okay.
not like ripping a pack, but it's going to rip this open. I'll let you do your honors first, and let's see what you get out of your cards.
All right. Let's see if we get lucky
Yeah,
or not.
over
Oh,
a
okay.
100,000.
See, there it
Yeah,
is. I've never done something like this before.
right.
This is the
So
first
the
for
top card is a base card, and you'll open that little clip case up,
me. All right.
and then if you fan them out, you'll know if you have a different parallel.
Okay. Let's see here. I got to figure out how to open this up. This is new to me. Is it a slide? Do these things slide open, Greeny, or what?
It
Oh,
should just clip.
I
Yep,
got
right
there.
there.
You
There
go.
you go.
Took me a
Yep.
while.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yep.
so you're saying that's just the base, right?
That's the base card. Yep. And
Nothing.
still a Cooper Flag rookie card from draft
Right.
night.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's that.
Yep.
So let's do them this way, right? There's one. Looks like another base, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, with 100,000 cards, the odds aren't in our favor. But somebody's got to get a good card.
Greeny, the odds are never in my favor when it comes to this. That's why it's like, what the heck, I'll do it. All right, so there's 0 for 3. I'm like Austin Hedges and Bo Naylor combined. I'm 0 for 3. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. 0 for 4. That's like John Kenzie Noel. All right, so there you go. And then the last one, let's see if we get lucky. No.
Now it's Nolan Jones.
Yes, 0 for 5, Nolan Jones. So there you go. So that wasn't any fun, Greeny. I didn't even get to rip anything. But
no, we'll open a pack or two later. So
yeah.
So here's mine.
All right.
My first one is a base card as well.
Okay.
I will say, so how about this? Since we didn't say this before, if there happens to be a big card in here, we'll auction it off for charity. How about that?
Okay, that's cool.
Let's see. Again, the odds aren't in our favor.
Right.
But let's try it. 0 for 2.
Yep.
All right.
Cooper Flagg.
No. Nope.
No.
Last one. No.
So 0 for 10.
So,
like Scooter Tucker. Do you remember the catcher for the Indians back in the day? His name was Scooter Tucker. He played like for 2 weeks or whatever. He went 0 for 22. So we went 0 for 10. We're halfway to Scooter Tucker.
Yeah, I don't, but it sounds pretty Guardians-esque as of late. They're still cool. These are still Cooper Flagg rookie cards. They have value. It's easy to say he's going to be the odds-on rookie of the year this year, barring injury or anything like that. So again, Cooper Flagg rookies, you can't go wrong. When the actual packs come out of Panini and Topps and his rookie cards come out this year, those will be ones that you want to get. But these were the first ones on the market of Cooper Flagg. Now that he did have McDonald's All-American cards, right, in his Duke uniform and things like that. But these are, well, it's not an actual Mavericks uniform. It is a draft night card. So selected with the number 1 overall pick.
And by the way, he looks a lot better than LeBron did with the all-white suit. If you remember LeBron back in 2003, he went white on white on white on white, and not great. But yeah, a little more stylish, I think, for Cooper here.
If he has 3/4 of the career of LeBron, I'm sure he'll be happy.
You know what? Absolutely. And
even half the career.
Guy played 1 year in college. And look how dominant he was in college, living up to the hype at age 17/18, right? So he's kind of, a year ahead of schedule. So the hype coming into this season should be real interesting, for Cooper Flagg in Dallas. And, AD's there and Kyrie's there. When they all get healthy, I'll be curious to see what happens.
So what do you think about this ping pong ball? Let's just bring that up real quick. So it always seems that the team that needs it gets the number 1 pick.
I am a conspiracy theorist, okay? And it goes all the way back to the frozen envelope with Patrick Ewing, LeBron, with the Cavaliers. I know some people who have supposedly been in the room, or they've been told they've been in the room. I don't know. It's like Men in Black. You go in, then you get to see what happens. Then they strike your memory. I don't know. I want to see. I know it would be boring, but show me the ping pong ball drawing live. They've never done that. Why? Right. Oh, it doesn't make for great TV. We don't care. Prove it to us. Let us watch the ping pong balls come up, as opposed to unveiling the envelopes, and that way that the guys, they can check their bingo card basically to see if they have, the numbered ping pong balls that come up that give you the first overall pick. So until I see that, I will have my doubts, and I will, question whether or not it is completely 100% legit.
Deloitte and Touche, or whoever they are, say that it's legit, the firm, but listen, I have my doubts too, but you know what? I was happy when it happened in 2003, so I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And what else? Kyrie, LeBron, Andrew Wiggins. Who was the stiff they drafted?
Yeah, that was Anthony Bennett.
Thank you, Anthony Bennett. How much is that rookie card worth? Huh, Green? Hey, you know what? Even though we didn't get one of the signed, this is still worth more than an
That's
Anthony
absolutely right.
Bennett.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, what a terrible draft. But anyway, let's move on. You had an episode of Rippin' with the Roadman Friday Night Lights when you covered a game, a high school football game. How did that go over?
You know what? I wasn't sure how the kids would react. High school seniors. I don't know if with them if Rippin is cool. Well, it is. And so we did the Louisville game against Alliance, and our Old Carolina Barbecue player of the game was quarterback Gabe Stouffer from Louisville. So after the game was over, I do an interview with the coach. I do an interview with the player, and I grabbed Gabe and I said, "Hey, we're going to do something we've never done before here at WHBC and for Greeny Sports Cards. We're going to do a Rippin' with the Roadman." And we had a lot of fun. We took a couple of packs. We each opened up to see if we can get a Jaden Daniels rookie card is what we were looking for. We did not come up with that, but we got a couple of CJ Strouds and some other, not well-known rookies in that, but he seemed to enjoy it. So we're going to try and do that throughout the season periodically with our Old Carolina Barbecue players of the game. We'll take a couple of packs with a player, maybe even with the coach, and start, rip them with the Roadman. And we had fun doing it. And we let, the kid keep the card. So if they get a nice rookie card, maybe they can use it to pay off their college education or something like that.
Hey, you never know, right? It only takes one. You hit the key rookie, right? If you would have hit the Jaden Daniels 101, whatever.
Right.
I mean, it's amazing what some of these low print run cards and the rare cards, the amount of money that people are spending on these cards nowadays. I know you're kind of getting back into the industry, way back when you were with Jeff Sindelar and he was doing all the shows. It was one thing, and it really wasn't what it is now. There was just Tops and Bowman and Donruss and Fleer, but now there's so many things to choose from. While it's still only a few companies, they have a widespread of amount of products, and the low numbered and the really hard to get cards have really exploded in this industry.
But yeah, it's very impressive how this business has really grown and boomed, and you're a huge part of it in Ohio with all of your different shows. You've got another one I'm looking forward to coming up later this month here in Medina, where I live, the 26th through the 28th, and I'll be there on Saturday hanging out with you and the people. And what I love about your collectors fairs or your card shows, you address all the different types of collectors, whether they're sports collectors, Pokemon, comic book, you name it, you bring them together. It's where, what do you say, Greeny? It's where everything collides in the collectible business, right?
That's right. That's where, sports cards and pop culture collide. There's Pokemon there, TCG, comic books. We actually have something new this year. We have a couple collector automobiles are going to be there, so people can come and take a look at those. The famous one, Ray Showdog Prisby brings his Browns truck, and then we are working on a couple other museum type vehicles that were kind of props in movies. So there's going to be some fun things there. Saturday, the Akron women's basketball team and Coach Gensler are going to be out in the afternoon, and you'll get a chance to meet the ladies before the season starts this year, and then Pokemon, how hot that has become right now in the collectibles industry. So,
Right.
We have a huge room of Pokemon. Our Gibby's family, they'll be there with 10 tables filled with Pokemon, as well as plenty of other vendors as we do. And then sports, of course, will be a big thing there. And we'll be a couple weeks into the NFL season by then, and who knows who could be playing quarterback for the Cleveland Browns come September 27th when we have our show.
Yeah, and you know what? Dylan Gabriel's the backup, and Shador's the number 3 guy, at least for this week in the opener against the Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Flacco. Flacco fever's back, but you're right. They may go through all 3 of those quarterbacks by the end of the season, and Deshaun Watson could end up playing in week 16, 17, or 18 for all we know. Never say never when it comes to I don't think he's ever going to play again for them, but with the Browns, OIC only in Cleveland, anything is possible.
Since we brought his name up, let's hypothetically that guy has to play, because we go through 4 quarterbacks a year.
Right.
And, we do have Bailey Zappi again. I don't think they're going to try that route, but you throw Deshaun Watson in week 14 and he goes Eric Mangini and wins 4 games in a row. What do you do?
Great question, right? You spent a lot of money on him, 230 million guaranteed, and if he balls out and wins you games, you have to seriously consider bringing him back for that final year, or does that raise his trade value where you want to get out from underneath him and not have anything more to do with him, and then you trade him for whatever you could get for him as long as that team pays the rest of his salary. So there would be, a couple of options, right? The worst thing that could happen would be what? He plays, he continues to stink, and then you're stuck with his contract because nobody will want to trade for him. So I'll be curious to see if the Browns actually activate him or keep him on that physically unable to perform list. Well, I take that back. It can't be the PUP list. They would have to put him on IR for the rest of the season. He starts the season on that PUP list. So we'll see how it plays out. Like I said, with the Browns, never say never.
Yeah, never say never. The NFL season starts this week. Actually, starts Thursday night. The Eagles play. It's a quarterback league. Jaden Daniels, was the rookie sensation last year. What do you think is this year? I mean, is this Josh Allen's year? Is this Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson? I think those are the 3 quarterbacks that have the most to gain with their on-field performance and in their collectibles cards, right?
Absolutely. You know what? I'm a big Josh Allen fan. I love his game, his style of play. I've got so many friends that are Bills fans, right? If I had like today, without seeing, week 1 and injuries and checking everybody's roster, those 3 teams, I think it's one of 4 teams, obviously, in the AFC. It's Bills, it's Bengals, it's Ravens, it's Chiefs. Whichever team stays the healthiest, I think, out of that group, is probably going to end up in the Super Bowl. I'm pulling for Buffalo. I'd like to see Buffalo get back to a Super Bowl. They're 0-4 in the Super Bowls. Never won it, obviously. Josh Allen, love the way he plays. Joe Burrow, I have no problem with Joe Burrow. Jackpot Joey, right? Wins a national title at LSU. Could he win one in the Super Bowl? He's been there already, so he has that experience. So if I had to pick out of those 4, I'm going to pull for Cincinnati or Buffalo to get there. And then I'm all in on the Lions in the NFC. I'm pulling for the Lions, just like the Browns. They've never been to a Super Bowl, right? They've had so many horrible years. And last year they get bounced by Jaden Daniels in the first round of the playoffs. A shocking loss by Detroit at home, but their defense was so banged up last year. So they addressed the defense. If they stay healthy, I could see a Lions-Bills or Lions-Bengals Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, I agree with you. Josh Allen's cards, while they're expensive, if he were to win a Super Bowl, his cards would hit another level. Patrick Mahomes' cards right now, I mean, his really high-end cards are really high-priced, and as they should be. I mean, what a career he's had already. Everybody talks about, the Super Bowls that Tom Brady has, and Mahomes was on a trajectory there, but it's very hard to keep a team, that together for that long. Bill Belichick made it work there in New England somehow, some way. But the Chiefs.
He didn't make it work last night for
He did not.
48-14. Welcome to college football, Bill.
Yeah, Bill's got a lot of things. I saw a meme this morning that I think the points differential in that game was less or more than the differential in his girlfriend's age. Whichever one it was, they were comparing that.
Okay, yeah. I could say 48-14, so 34. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Hey, they went up 7-0, and it looked like, oh, great, right down the field, and then they just got clobbered. Gave up offense fumbled and threw a pick 6, so 2 defensive touchdowns for TCU and that. But these guys though look pretty good, didn't they, Greeny? Defensively, Patricia, connection to Belichick, right?
That's right.
Phenomenal, shutting down Arch Manning basically until the 4th quarter. Offense was only 200 yards of offense, but they were very conservative, I think, in Julian Sands' first game. They wanted him to manage the game, and they relied on their defense. and they get a 14-7 win. So kudos to Ryan Day, Brian Hartline, and Matt Patricia, that new trio in charge of the team, offense and defense. And I'll tell you what, next year, Caleb Downs, he may be the first overall pick in the draft. That'll be a rookie card you're going to want to get. And then in 2 years, Jeremiah Smith. He could go down as maybe the greatest Ohio State player in history, depending on what he does this year and next year. That'll be a huge rookie card. I meant to ask you, Greeny, you're the expert. Ohio State is sending out a lot of these packages that you can buy with cards and with autographs from players on the current team now that they're allowed to pay these guys with NIL dollars and whatnot. What's the value of those? Should I buy one? If I could get a Jeremiah Smith signed card or something like that in one of those packages, should I get one of those? Would that be worth something down the road or no?
Yeah. I mean, sure. Jeremiah Smith, well, he finally has a Panini card this year. It's an NIL card. Those will be really his first autograph cards on the market. So yeah, if you're able to hit one, it's a gamble. I know the packages you're talking about. I don't know that you're guaranteed a certain player. But if you can hit a Jeremiah Smith, I mean, it's wide receiver U at Ohio State over the last several years, and he seems to be the best of them.
What I saw on social media was that they give you, like, there's 3 players. You could get one of those 3 in the package, right? And I think they update it and change it monthly. So you need to check back. So I have to keep looking back for when, the Jeremiah Smith package comes out, because I'd be willing to take a shot. Heck, it can't end up any worse than spending $60 and getting 5 base cards there. So at least I know I'll get one autograph in those packages that they were sending out.
Yeah, it's always worth the chance. So, while we have you, we both have another pack here. I have a football pack. You have a baseball pack. So what's the one that you have? What did you get?
Well, I saw this the other day. I was shopping in Target, and now Target has this back section of the store, in Medina at least, where they have all kind of collectibles, memorabilia, and cards that you can purchase. So I sent you a bunch of pictures, and I said, hey, are these any good to buy? And so I bought some baseball, I bought some football, and some basketball. And so I'm going to keep those, and we'll do a rip 'em with the Roadman, throughout the rest of the football season with the various cards. But yeah, so I bought this Topps baseball cards. I saw Shohei on the cover of it. So I'm like, you know what? All right, I've never done a baseball one with Shohei in the modern year or whatever. So why don't I rip these, and then you can tell me if I have any good cards or if I got any great cards in this pack. All right, Greeny?
Yeah, we can absolutely take a look. Series 2 is obviously that's what it is. Topps has their first series, a second series, and then they do the update.
Okay.
So there could be a possibility of a rookie that wasn't on the roster when the season opened in April.
All right. So here we go. We'll start things off. Some of these guys, I will have no idea who they are, because I'm only up to date on my Guardians, not so much on all the teams. But Brendan Donovan with St. Louis. So that's the first card in this pack. Troy Taylor from the Mariners. That's a rookie card. So I'll set that one aside. Let's hope he becomes the greatest closer in the history of closers. Let's see here.
The Mariners are leading in the wild card as of today, right?
Yep. Alec Thomas from the Diamondbacks. Austin Barnes from the Dodgers. That's another so-so. Jonathan Aranda from the Rays.
There are some. They do photo variations as well. Mostly the bigger name players.
Tomoyuki Sagano, rookie card, pitcher for the Orioles.
The Orioles. Okay.
And
what a disappointing year they've had.
What's that?
What a disappointing year they've had.
I mean, I'm upset that the Guardians are 500, but the hype coming into the season for the Orioles,
right?
And to have the year, like you said, it's one of the major disappointments in Major League Baseball this year.
Yeah, I mean, they have Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, like they were supposed to hit the lights out this year.
Yep.
And they've turned the lights out.
Yeah, early too.
Yeah.
Right? Lenny Sosa from the White Sox. There's the latest card there. Luke Weaver for the New York Yankees. That'll go in the trash. Any Yankee card that's not worth anything. For Pittsburgh, Bailey Falter. I don't know him, but we'll set him off to the side because I'm a Pittsburgh guy. Zach Penrod, a rookie pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. So that's a rookie card. So I got 3 rookie cards in this pack. Graham Ashcraft from Terry Francona's Cincinnati Reds. Austin Hayes from Terry Francona's Cincinnati Reds. Let's see here. Nick York, a rookie for the Pittsburgh Pirates. If he ends up being any good, he'll be gone in 5 years because they don't pay anybody. You think the Bullies don't pay anybody. The Pirates don't pay anybody for sure. Brian Ramos from the White Sox. Okay. Clark Schmidt from the Yankees. Ben Brown. And this is a Futures Stars card. Tell me about this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not technically a rookie. It doesn't have a rookie card logo. It's probably a second-year card of him, and he must be an up-and-coming type prospect. Still, right. I mean, if he's in the majors, he's more than a prospect. But.
Right. Let's see here. Nick Pivetta from the San Diego Padres. Here's a rookie card. Michael Mercado, a pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. So another rookie we'll throw off to the side. Eduardo Rodriguez from the Diamondbacks. Jack Flaherty from the Detroit Tigers, the first place Detroit Tiger. You know what? If I'm pulling for somebody to win the World Series this year, it's, I don't think the Guardians are going to get there. I'll be pulling for the Tigers. Here's why. Their starting catcher is Dylan Dingler, a Jackson High School product in Stark County. I called his high school basketball, football, and we had other guys call his baseball games in high school. He was state champion in basketball and in baseball, and he was our Stark County High School football player of the year. Why the Guardians had no interest in him? All he does is win, no matter what, and they paid him no mind, and now he's the starting catcher on a team that's in their division that's going to win the division, so I'm pulling for the Tigers to win everything this year.
I'll take it. I like the local guy.
And we're going to try and get him and some of the other local guys maybe at the end of the year together, maybe for an autograph session or something like that. Josh Lowe from Tampa Bay. Ooh, here's Roki Sasaki.
He's the guy to hit, right? I think he's the big rookie in this series too.
Yep. So there you go. That's probably my best card, right? Out of all of these.
That's right.
Put that aside. Miguel Andujar from the Athletics. Okay. Gavin Lux. I'm getting all kind of the Fighting Franconas. Gavin Lux. Trailer Walls. Okay, don't know who that is. Zach Neto. This is
Adam says he's having a good year. I just heard it in my ear here.
And this is a different looking card. This is a 35th anniversary card.
Yeah, so that looks like the 1990 tops.
Okay,
that's a throwback to the 1990s. So,
see,
35 years, right? Yep.
Yeah, you know all that. Let's see here. Okay, tell me about this one. This is a Garrett Cole Yankee card that has a different look to it.
Yep. Raise it up a little bit. There you go. Yep. So that's one of the inserts that they do, and Topps is pretty good with putting in different types of inserts and kind of chase cards. Yep.
All right. This may be a good one. Is this I don't know if he's a rookie or not. No, he's not a rookie. I thought he was. I'm thinking of somebody else, but he's having a pretty good year for the Red Sox.
Yeah, he was. He might have been a rookie of the year a couple years ago. He's been playing pretty decent for the Red Sox.
All right,
not as much this year as he did the few years ago, but still.
All right, a rookie card here, Adam Kloffelstein.
Sure.
The Toronto Blue Jays, Mark Shapiro's squad playing good baseball this year. Good luck to Shane Bieber. If Detroit doesn't win it, I'd like to see Shane Bieber win a World Series.
I'd love to see Shane Bieber win it. I'd rather him win one here. But.
Yeah, I know. You and me both. Here's Austin Wells from the Yankees. And what's that little trophy mean, Greeny?
So that's the Topps Rookie Cup. That means he is a, quote, Topps All-Star, right?
Okay.
Last year, he was a rookie last year for the Yankees. So this is his kind of rookie cup.
Okay. All right. Chas McCormick from the Astros.
He was decent.
This is a great photo. I don't know who he is, but man, if you get a card that looks like that, that's pretty
Yeah,
sweet. I love
that
that.
is.
Now I'm going to be a Luke Rayleigh fan just because of the catch and his card that they caught it. All right, couple
Adam
more.
says he's a local kid. What does it say on the back of
Oh,
his card?
that is the local kid then.
Yeah.
Let me look at it here. Outfielder, they're the Hinckley, Ohio, born in Hinckley, Ohio.
That's right down the road here.
You know what? Now that you bring this up, I got to give a shout out to my dentist, Dr. Tom Bilski. We went to college together at Baldwin Wallace. He could hit a baseball, a country mile, and he played football and went to Ohio State. I've been to going to him, for my dentistry work for years. He knows this kid and the family. We had lunch the other day. And so this is who he was telling me about. So kudos to Dr. Tom Bilski. And I will have to get this signed maybe by Luke the next time they come in next year. Let's see here. Dominic Fletcher from the White Sox. Carlos Rodon from the Yankees.
He hit the Guardians a couple years ago.
That's right. And then tell me what this one is. Tobias Myers. And it's got that kind of look to it.
Yeah, the future stars again. It's just the same as before. He's an up and comer.
All right. So out of all of that, I got probably about 7 or 8 rookies, some future stars, but we agree, right? This is the card that is probably going to be worth a few bucks if we were to search.
Yeah, and the Dodgers seem to be on another path to winning again.
Yeah, unfortunately, right? I mean, with the money they spent, they should.
They should. That's right.
So
very cool.
Yeah, very cool. That's the tops 2 pack. And now that I know I can buy these at Target, I'm probably every time I go into Target now, I'm going to grab a pack or 2 and then just have some fun with it.
It is. I grabbed a wild card. This is 1 card in the pack. It's 2024 football preview edition, haunted hits. You can get autographs. You can get low numbered cards in here. Okay. What we love about these, and this is a plug, and Haley, you could put this up. We're live on eBay Live every Tuesday and Thursday nights on our eBay channel, Greeny Sports Cards. And Alex, he rips a lot of these packs. He auctions off the packs and then tons of single cards as well. But people love these packs. It's 1 card, and his presentation that Alex does is terrific when he opens these. And
awesome.
I'm not going to claim to be as good as he is, but that's the back. But here's the front. DJ Lagway. I believe he's the quarterback at Florida, right?
Okay. Yeah.
He is, I think. Although it doesn't, maybe that is a Florida Gators uniform. It is.
Is it? Okay.
It is. I don't know if this card's numbered. If it is, I can't tell. But I don't know what Florida did in week 1. But this is one of the guys that everybody's been counting on. Oh, there it is. It's right in the skull. That's a 101, actually.
Wow, look at you.
It's right there.
Nice. Yeah.
So we got a DJ Lagway 101. So
okay. Now, is that part of, since he's in college, is that NIL dollars that they pay those kids and then do this?
Probably not. Well, I'm sure that Wildcard has to pay them something.
Right.
But this isn't a license card, right? So they're airbrushed on here. So it's probably NIL. I'm sure he got paid something, but they didn't pay the licensing right, so Florida doesn't get anything for this.
Okay. All right.
So
does that drive the value of it up? If it's not a licensed card, it's a unique card, does that make it worth more money or no?
Yes and no. And that is a debatable question for days and days. There's some people that it has to be licensed. It has to have the logos on there. There's other people that say, you know what, I can't get a card of this guy any other way. I'm happy with what it looks like. And, I mean, it's a nice looking card. Wildcard does a great job.
Yeah.
We love their cards. So it's kind of a preference. I don't mind them. I know that there's plenty of people that do. They have to have a Florida logo on it or Miami Dolphins logo or whatever, or they won't touch those cards. But to each their own. If that's not the cards you like, that's not the cards you like. But there's cards that they do a great job of making them look and feel like real-time cards.
because I'm just curious getting back into this. You know, I after being at a couple of your events, I was at the National last year when it was in Cleveland. You went this year in Chicago. You know, in talking with people, it sounds like there are a lot of people that are dead set. If it's not PSA graded, if it's not licensed, then it's not. And I'm like, well, why? Because they say these are better, or because this card is one of one that nobody else in the world has, and if that guy goes out and becomes the first overall pick or a Hall of Famer in the NFL, to me that card would be worth more money because it's more rare, even though it's not a licensed or I told you so card from somebody.
Yeah. Boy, that you're right. That's a debatable topic.
Right.
Um, Licensed low numbered card will always be worth more than an unlicensed card. That's now if you're a collector and you can't afford the Kobe and LeBron $13 million card,
Right.
I get it, right? I get it.
Yeah.
You have to buy the cards that you can afford and what you can like. So there's 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 different perspectives. There's the investor and the person that wants to buy the cards and flip them and make money. And
Right.
then there's the collector. And the collector that loves Florida is going to love this card no matter what. And this card is going to sit on their shelf. It's going to, on a stand, and they're going to look at it every day when they're rooting on Florida, and they're going to love that card. The guy that wants to turn a $20 pack into $100 may not love this card but
Right.
you can't please everybody.
I'll give you an example. Carson Beck, who was at Georgia, right? He's now the quarterback at the U, and they beat
That's right.
Notre Dame over the weekend. I've got a buddy of mine, Chad Bailey, AkronAutoAuction.com. He's one of the title sponsors for our Hall of Fame interviews on the Kenny and JT show at WHBC, right? He is a diehard Miami Hurricanes fan. I mean, his entire basement is just all Miami Hurricane autograph stuff and everything. So if that would have been a Carson Beck card right there, I would have had a buyer for you like that, Greeny, and he would have grabbed that, especially if he's in the Miami Hurricane uniform and everything. So I understand where you're coming from. As you can see behind me on the chest, on the hat, I'm a little bit of a Buckeye fan, right? And so I get it, man. I don't have the money to buy the Kobe Michael card, right? But I like to collect. I like to collect who I like, which teams I like. But I'm also looking every once in a while, hoping to, hit a Holy Grail card here and there. And that's why I come to you and I ask, hey, which of these, companies, which of these series, which of these current cards are the ones to buy where you have a chance of maybe getting lucky with one of those type of cards?
Nope, that's exactly right. At the end of the day, I always tell people collect what you like, and if you're in it for the money too, that's terrific. I mean, because we do it, we buy to resell. But if you're a collector, collect what you like, and we have the NIL cards that we make. Here's a Buckeye, Taylor Cruz. She plays softball. It doesn't have logos on there, but it's got all the colors, the scarlet and the gray, and you make them feel like that in
Right.
Ohio State, and a collector is going to like it.
I'm curious. You're doing it with college athletes, but have you explored high school athletes? Like if there's a big name, a couple of big names,
Yeah.
boys, girls, local sports, right? Where they're going to end up going to Ohio State or Iowa or Duke or Florida or whatever it is. Have you thought about that, or is it right now with the OHSAA? It's a touchy subject.
It is. The NIL every day is changing, and right now, high school is one of those kind of iffy, touchy subjects that we'd rather wait until it's finalized and they say go ahead, you can do NIL with high school students instead of,
Right.
well, you shouldn't have done that. And like, oh, well, okay, so
Right.
we're kind of waiting till we're told it's open season, I guess, if you will. Kind of like that's what it is in the collegiate atmosphere right now. So,
Got it.
yeah, we would love to, especially with the lineage here. The schools that you cover down there, Canton and
Right.
Massillon and Perry, and then up here with Glenville and Ignatius and Solon and all these schools that have these rich traditions. Yeah, it would be great to be able to eventually do something like that.
Yeah, and I'm involved with the National High School Football Hall of Fame, which is going to be in Brook Park now
Right.
in a few years. And you and I were talking about, things along those lines. So maybe somewhere down the road, we'll look into that because these
Love to.
classes have been huge the first 3 years. They're going to shrink them coming up in the coming years and everything. But we're going to be inducting the greatest high school players from, and we have throughout the entire country, not just Ohio. It has a local flavor the first few years to get it rolling, but and that big name. I mean, just this past year, Allen Iverson got inducted, to the National High School Football Hall of Fame because he was a stud quarterback, in high school and could have went pretty much anywhere he wanted, but he chose basketball in Georgetown, and he made the right decision. But Warren Moon went in this year, from his playing days way back when in high school. So I'm curious to see how quickly this high school side of things starts, moving forward with the NIL stuff, just like the college game did.
Yeah, it'll eventually it will happen as anything else is. A few years ago, the thought of paying collegiate players was taboo, and that was like no way that was ever going to happen.
Right.
Now we're paying them to switch schools every year. So,
hey, more power to him, man. If my son was, able to do that, or daughter was able to do that, I'd be all over that and get paid up front, put it in the bank. That's your fallback parachute, that you'll have for the rest of your life, and then continue playing and see where it takes you. And some of these kids are going to end up staying 4 years in college because they can make more money in college than they might at the professional level, because either A, they'll be a late round pick, or they will be an undrafted player that tries to make a team, or they may never play again. So why not cash in when you can?
No, I get it. Yeah, I'm all for the NIL. We obviously take advantage of it here with Greeny Sports Cards and greenycards.com. They'll figure it out at some point. There will be rules and there'll be contracts. Right now it's kind of the Wild West where things are happening, but eventually they and whoever the they is, Kenny, will figure it out, whether it's the NCAA or, maybe there's a union down the road, who knows, but eventually it will get figured out and there will be rules and everything will be regulated and it'll be back to where it was before. Right.
We hope so. That's the one thing I think it does need to be regulated. I know they threw on the internet threw Nick Saban's name out there as the commissioner of all this. And I saw him talk yesterday or Saturday, whenever it was, weeks off because of Labor Day. He said, yeah, that Miss Terry came to me and said, you didn't tell me you were the commissioner of college sports. He's like, what are you talking? He didn't even know that, that the people were talking about him in that vein. But you've got to think somebody like that's been involved from an AD or a coaching perspective in college sports will end up being some type of commissioner in control of all this stuff, or else you're going to have 10 teams that can win every year, and that's it.
That's it. So we look forward to it. We have the NFL and college football just started. We have an entire year to look forward to, and many more episodes of Rippin' with the Roadman. So before we let you go, let's where can we find you every day?
All right, here's it's busy season for me. All right, and I love this time of year. The Kenny and JT show, first and foremost, Monday through Friday, 3 to 7 p.m. News Talk 1480 WHBC. All right. Go to WHBC.com, listen live there, ask your smart device to play it during that time. You can listen to the Kenny and JT show. Also, we do the Saturday morning huddle on our YouTube channel, WHBC YouTube channel, WHBC Facebook page. And we are now going to have the Saturday morning huddle. It recaps high school football from Friday night on Rock Entertainment Sports Network. They're tape delaying it and running it Sunday morning at 10 a.m. So you can watch live 10 a.m. Saturday on Facebook and on our YouTube channel, or catch it, the replay, Sunday morning at 10 a.m. on Rock Entertainment Sports Network. And Greeny, we're going to have some fun with this. I'm going to be out and about doing trivia. I talked to you. I want to get some more cards from you and some, things that you hand out at your various events, and that I do timeout for trivia at 3 different locations. So on Sundays, I'm at Jersey's in Canton on Fulton Road with the Stark County Browns backers. Timeout for trivia there. And then on Monday nights, I'm at Johnny Malloy's in Medina for our Yings and Wings and all that good stuff. Timeout for trivia at Johnny Malloy's for the Monday night game. And then this Thursday, first time ever, I will be at the local bar in Strongsville for Yings and Wings and timeout for trivia for the Thursday night game between Dallas and Philadelphia. So I'll be jerseys every Sunday, every Monday at Johnny Malloy's in Medina, and every Thursday at the local bar in Strongsville. And then there on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me as well.
Perfect. This was a great first episode. I can't wait to get more into the Rippin' with Roadman and Greeny on the side. And I don't know if there's a better way to end a show, but of all the shows, Kenny, that we have ever started,
yes,
this was the most recent.
I love it, Greeny. An ode to the great late Les Levine.